Hi, this is Scott Frost. Today we're going to change the oxygen sensor on a 1984 Rolls Royce Silver Spur. The oxygen sensor is provided by Discount Body Parts, and the part number is USOS 1000. It's notated as a universal oxygen sensor. It is unheated. It's a one-wire sensor. Today's program is brought to you by Prop Glop. Okay guys, here we are getting under the car. I have the car up on a ramp, and I'm just taking you now under the car, and if you look just in general, you can see this heat shield, which is not too hot. I haven't run the car very much, so be careful if you touch it. You just got back from a trip, because that'll be hotter than you know what. Anyway, right there, that is the O2 sensor. And we're going to try to get that O2 sensor out of here. And I'll try to get this camera where you can see what I'm doing. And now I want to show you. I had to use a special tool. This is an O2 sensor socket. It's got the slot in it, and then this is an offset wrench, as you can see. And I set it up to loosen already. I'm going to put it up here, up and over this O2 sensor. And of course, it's got the slot in it, so someplace for the wire to go. Now, as you can see, I'll try to hold this a little closer for you. But as you can see, I've got that wrench on there now, and because it's an offset, I can back it off a little and get some power behind it and break it loose. And there it's loose. Okay, and you can see it turning there. All right, now they're not always that easy to get loose. If it's really hard, sometimes you have to get the engine hot, get the exhaust system warm, and then spray that with WD-40. Now, don't get too much WD-40 down in here. You can set this on fire, but spray it with WD-40. And then that'll cool just the plug itself down without cooling this down. This remains large. That gets small, because we know metals get smaller when they get cool. Loosens it up a little, and then you can, once you get it this far, if it's not hot, you can turn it out just like that by hand. And there you can see this has got some soot and stuff on it, which you know it would have. And that is the O2 sensor. It's out, and in a minute we'll go ahead and put the new one in. Okay, we're up top now. As you know, I got it loose down below, and this is that wire from down below. It's pretty long. It's 3 or 4 feet long, and you can see this connector here. I'm going to just pull this apart, and I'm going to sort of gently go fish here until I get this O2 sensor up top. And there it is. And now the next time you see this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off in here somewhere, maybe with a little more wire than this. I'm going to cut it off, and then I'm going to bond this to the new wire that's on the new sensor. And then I'm going to solder and shrink wrap it to keep it free of dirt. Just make sure you do a good clean job so as not to change the resistance of this wire too much, because the electrical signal is critical for the car to read to set the fuel at just the right amount. So I'll see you in a minute. Hey guys, back here. This is the the new O2 sensor, and this is the old one. And what I've done is I cut the wire the same length so that my tag wire is the same length, and I still have the original connector. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to solder these two together. I've already put on my heat shrink tubing, and I'm going to add a little heat to this. Okay, now we'll go ahead and put our shrink wrap on there, and then we'll have a nice clean waterproof joint. Pretty good. All right, let that cool down, and we're ready to reinstall this. Okay, you can see I've got my socket on the O2 sensor there, and I've got my wrench on it around the wire now because the wire is plugged in up top. And you can see because I have this offset wrench, I'm able to turn this in. So we're back here. I've got the wrench off, and you can see the unit is tightened into place. Now we'll start it up and see how she runs. We're up top now. Here's the engine bay. We're coming around to the key. And this is the rebuilt seats and so forth, all redone dash on this car that I've done. I'll show you another video of that another time, but we're going to go ahead and start it now and see how it runs and idles. There it goes. I don't have to get in the car, just turn the key. And sounds like it's running pretty well. We'll check the O2 light. This is the O2 light right here. This one, this little yellow one. I'll close the door. And in a minute or two, there it goes. That light is going out now, and it's throttling down just fine. Running pretty smooth. So there you have it.